So morning, everyone. It's lovely to have those of you live and those of you who are listening to the recording. Welcome to. It's a busy and intense time of year. I'm certainly feeling the effects of the full moon, which was on Monday. I'm sure you are too, from some of the nods. I think we all are. So it's a full moon in Sagittarius. With, I think it's the sun in Gemini. So apparently Sagittarius is all about learning and expansion and various things like that. The moon in Gemini is all about duality, the finite and infinite, and the mortal and divine, and black and white, true or false. And so we can find ourselves going a lot into judgment at this time in our mind. So judgment in our mind, judging good, bad. But the good news is that both the Sagittarius and Gemini are apparently in alignment with Saturn, which makes it grounding and just brings us to not choose between either, but to draw the middle line, to find our grounding in the middle, not to go into the polars of the Gemini, but to bring ourselves back. So, for those who are just joining and for those who are on, if you want to put in a few words of how you're feeling, but I know many are sort of on the move. So welcome to you, but it's just always lovely to have your voices and to have your input. We talked last time about doing a mindful moment on the 21st of December on the summer equinox. So I would love some feedback either in the chat, or you can message me just as to what time would suit you for that on the 21st, whether we actually stick to the 7:15 a.m. and just do it early in the morning, which I'd be very happy to do, or whether we do something later in the day. So for those just coming in, on the 21st of December, we're planning on doing a mindful moment on the summer equinox. It's such a powerful time and portal. So we can either do it on the 21st at 7:15 a.m. in the morning, or we can do it another time. So please let me know your thoughts and I'll send out something in time for that. So it was so interesting to me because I listened to this a little bit about the astrology with this lady, Michelle. She's actually South African. I thought she was fantastic. Michelle McClellan. I'm going to put it in the chat quickly. And she does a nice, concise thing of the astrology. And she's also, it's really uplifting and supportive, not scary in any way. And so she was the one who was telling me about talking about the duality and the Sagittarius. And I just thought it was so actually well aligned for the talk that I gave at Wickham this week on Monday. So I know I mentioned it last week, and I thought I'd just share it a little bit about it. It went very, very well. I'm just going to pin my view. So sorry, let me. So it was all about the whole talk was about our own life force, energy, and power, and how we are all gifted with it. It's with us from the moment we are conceived, from in utero as we're growing in our mother's stomachs. They actually say it's from about 16 weeks that's when there's a moment of the soul and the life force energy entering the body. And then it's with us till the moment we die. So we don't have to earn it. We don't have to do anything, but we do have to cultivate it. And we have to be careful of not giving it away, our life force energy and our power. And so I talked a bit about the masculine and feminine energy in us and in nature, a bit about our cycles and how we're so connected to nature. This Michelle McClellan also talked about the cycles of nature, and that's astrology teaches us everything is cyclical. So everything moves through different phases. Everything will end. Everything starts again. So we talked about that, but then the main focus was how we give our power away, and also how often, Dr. Christiane Northrup, who, if you know me for any length of time, will know I adore her and I follow a lot of her work, and her amazing book, Woman's Bodies, Woman's Wisdom, was my a gift from my mum, I think in 1999 or so, or 2000, and has been like such an incredible reference book for us both. And a lot of my stuff is based on that. And she says that so many of the women that she treats in their 40s, 50s, 60s are showing up things in their bodies from a hurt that was a hurt that they sustained or that they've held in their bodies since they were teenagers or early 20s, and they've carried it around in their bodies because our bodies keep the score. So I was explaining this to these young ladies, and then I was chatting to them about the ways that we give our power away in terms of, for them, so I didn't launch straight in like this, but the promiscuity of dressing and how often we're then showing too much or giving too much of ourselves away because we're relying on this external validation. And if we rely on the external validation, we're never going to be happy. And we'll get some feedback, positive feedback for a while. And for a while, we'll feel free and powerful. But that will soon end because that external validation will move on to something else. Talking to them about how men need the chase and that there needs to be something special for them, that they feel that there might be that at the end, not just what's on display for everyone. So being very conscious of who they're giving their power away to and whose power they're holding, and we went into all of this anatomically. The word vagina means a sheath or a scabbard, and a sheath for a sword. And so when men make love or have sex, I mean, they ejaculate, they give off their energy, and they feel so much better, so much lighter. It's a huge stress reliever for them. But we're a container, we're the sheath. And so it's not the same energy for us. And so often even if we thought it was a fairly light relationship and we weren't taking it that seriously, they move on and we're still feeling deeply connected and we don't know why. And so to tell them that they have to be really careful whose energy they're choosing to hold, and that it needs to be from a relationship where they feel loved and cared for and nurtured and respected. So we talked about that, and we talked about alcohol, how that gives our power away, how when we can often have a few drinks, we speak our truth because we feel relaxed, we feel funny, we engage, we often feel more confident. But when we drink too much, particularly of spirits, and I went into that, we don't speak our truth, we land up spewing our shit. And so, yeah, we talked about how that can look, and that's not connecting and not fun. And then we talked about vaping, and yeah, we went much deeper than this that I'm telling you now. And they're actually all, I've heard such great feedback, which is very exciting because it was really quite out there. I do now, when I was walking around Wickham yesterday, I felt like I was walking around a bit naked because you feel like you've exposed yourself, because it was quite vulnerable for me. But yeah, so at the end of the class, Pippa was talking to me with the deputy headmistress, and a young lady came up to me and she said, can she just say something? And Pippa said her heart sank because this young woman is very strong, and she sort of really will question and argue and takes people down. And she said to us, I mean, no disrespect. And Pip said her heart just sank because she thought, oh, my mum's going to get cancelled, or she's going to have a go. And she then looked at the deputy head and she said, I mean, no disrespect to the other speakers that we've had here, but this was a proper talk. And this was, you went deeper, and you actually said stuff that has got such value and really worthwhile. And Pips said, Mum, you have no idea how high praise that is from her. So I really hope that this lands for them. And I wanted to tell you what my last few words were. Here we go. So what I left them with was, and so to be aware of all these things when you choose to vape. One never plans to vape regularly. That happens insidiously once we've opened the gateway. And be aware of these things when you choose to drink, particularly spirits. And be aware of these things when you choose how to dress, who to kiss, who to share your body with, because your life force energy and your power depend on it. And when we know better, we do better. And you all have so much to share with the world. Do it from a place of power. I get goosies even as I say that. So I'm hoping that this is something that I'll be able to share with other schools, young men and young women, and also to do some sort of follow-on workshop more for them, because I think it leaves them with a lot. But then if they're choosing a different path, how do they then choose that? How do they use their feminine energy and their magnetism, and how do they how do they take this forward? So that was the thing that was sort of presented to me, but they did say that they wanted to, because the deputy head said, would you like to hear more from Mrs. Elwood? And they all said yes. So let's see. So that is that. And so now, in just these few minutes, when we've all had such a busy time, I invite us all just to take a deep breath in and to breathe out, and just to settle, maybe ground yourself with your senses, tapping into your sense of vision and sight, just noticing around you the space that you're in, colors, lights, objects, textures. And then engaging with the sense of hearing, sound. Distant sounds and close sounds, sounds that you might not have even noticed have just maybe blanked out because it's like the wind in the distance or the rumble of traffic. And it's tapping into your sense of smell, all the feelings and sensations in your nose, noticing the air as it comes in and out. Noticing if there are any fragrances, or the smell of the sea salt in the air. Your sense of taste. Some sounds near and far. Then dropping into your sense of touch, feeling your body grounding, your feet on the floor, your seat in your chair. Just tapping into those for a few minutes on your own. And then letting the words land. Go gently today. Don't hurry or think about the next thing. Walk with the quiet trees. Can you believe how brave they are? How kind. Model your life after theirs. Blow kisses at yourself in the mirror, especially when you think you've messed up. Forgive yourself for not meeting your unreasonable expectations. You are human, not God. Don't be so arrogant. Praise fresh air, clean water, Good dogs. Spin something from joy. Open a window, even if it's cold outside. Sit. Close your eyes. Breathe. Allow. Allow the river of it all to pulse through eyelashes, fingertips, bare toes. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe until you feel your bigness, until the sun rises in your veins. Breathe until you stop needing anything to be different. And so just following your breath, breathing in and breathing out. Not needing anything to be different in this moment. Letting go of our attachment and our judgment of what our day should or shouldn't look like. Letting go of our attachment to and our judgment of the sounds around us, our immediate presence. Following the course of your breath from your nostrils to the back of your throat, into your chest and even into your belly. And then back out again. And if your thoughts start to wander, which they will, just bringing your attention back to this breath. Just following for this moment. Tapping into the rise and fall of each breath, the expansion and contraction, the filling up and the letting go. And settling in your heart space. The center of this life force energy, our heart space, our lung space, our solar plexus. A place from which all life stems. And inviting a sense of gratitude into this heart space. For nothing in particular. Just conjuring up a feeling of being grateful, of being thankful. Noticing if this feeling has a sensation to it. It's got a weight, texture, a color, a shimmer or a shine. Feeling into the sensation of gratitude. And noticing if there are other emotions connected with it. Perhaps there's connection, joy, love, abundance. Just noticing what's there for you this morning. And noticing if, as we land in the sense of gratitude, whether it expands, whether it's growing larger. Noticing if it expands into your body, as if it was following the course of the arteries, arterioles, capillaries, out into the furthest reaches of your body. Right down to your fingertips and your toes, into your fingerprints, which each and every one of our fingerprints are different, unique only to us. And perhaps expanding into our face, our neck, our head, into the backs of our eyes, into our retinas, also unique to each and every one of us. Feeling this life force energy, this sense of gratitude permeate through our whole body. And noticing whether it's able to be contained within your body or whether it stretches beyond your body. It ekes and seeps out through the pores in your skin, the hair follicles out to the energy field around you. Knowing that we are able to tap into this at any time to conjure up this magic inside us. To bless anyone we come into contact with today, with sharing it with them. As we move from a place of love and connection, place of gratitude and joy and abundance. Without changing anything in our external circumstances, but just tapping into it in ourselves and in our bodies. Knowing that we are already gifted with all this abundance. All that we ever need and more. Go gently today. Don't hurry or think about the next thing. Walk with the quiet trees. Can you believe how brave they are? How kind. Model your life after theirs. Blow kisses at yourself in the mirror, especially when you think you've messed up. Forgive. Forgive yourself for not meeting your unreasonable expectations. You are human, not God. Don't be so arrogant. Praise fresh air, clean water, good dogs. Spin something from joy. Open a window, even if it's cold outside. Sit. Close your eyes. Breathe. Allow. Allow the river of it all to pulse through your eyelashes, fingertips, bare toes. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe until you feel your bigness, until the sun rises in your veins. Breathe until you stop needing anything to be different. And in this moment, if there's anyone in your life who needs extra support, extra love, extra connection, just bring an image or sensation of them into your heart space and offering them this magic, this sense of abundance, of gratitude. And perhaps just even inviting just a sensation of our loved ones, offering them this, connecting with them deeply in this moment. And then slowly let these images and sensations drift away like a balloon might drift up. And taking a few breaths. Perhaps rubbing your hands on your lap or rubbing your hands together. Slowly stretching into and moving your body in whatever way feels good for you. I'm going to share my screen and just let these words land on us as we come back to this moment.
We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round attendees' fire. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round the tendies fire. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the web. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning, we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning, we shall learn to lead in love. Sing that with us. In this great turning, we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning, we shall learn to lead in love.
So thank you for joining today. As always, this will be posted to my website, my YouTube channel. If you want to share it with anyone, please do. And if you have any schools that you think might benefit from this talk, please speak to them. Mandy, I know how incredible you were in any of my stress management talks, because I think I did my first talk was actually at the Ridge. No, I think I did it at Rodine, and then you invited me to the Ridge, and then after that it just exploded. So I know the power of community and the power of connection. And yeah, and I wish you a blessed week and a blessed December, and I look forward to seeing you all, those who can join, on the 21st of December. I will send out a time, but please do let me know what sort of time. Otherwise, I think I'll stick with 7:15. So let's pencil it in for 7:15. If anything changes, I'll let you know, but let's put it for 7:15 on the 21st of December. So thank you for joining. Yeah, and sending you all blessings, and you're welcome to unmute. And yeah, otherwise, have a blessed day and a blessed December and a special family time, and keep connecting back to our hearts and our heart spaces, and affecting the energy on our holidays and in our times with loved ones, coming with love and joy and abundance when we interact in all our interactions. Thank you all.
Yeah. Michelle's a client of mine, Michelle McLennan.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Oh
She
gosh.
is. She lives in Knysna. So she's a wonderful person. Oh, just accounts, bookkeeping, tax. She's, yeah, that kind of boring stuff.
Well, I was saying to someone yesterday, because I have done my astrology chart before, but I actually, after listening to that one, I've listened to a few of hers. A friend of mine shared her with me. And after listening to that one, I just thought I think that's going to be my New Year's gift to myself, is asking her to do my chart again, and perhaps our family charts and stuff. And I know she's also got a lovely circle and a sort of a monthly membership and things. So please tell her, and I will actually, I think I'm going to post a little bit of this to, yeah, I'll tag her in maybe my Instagram or my YouTube and things. Thank you, Viv, for letting me know.
I'll need to talk to her today, so I'll let her know. Thank you for that. It was wonderful.
Magic.
Bye-bye.
The magic and the connection and the feminine energy and the manifesting and the confirmation. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, Gail, for joining. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone dashing. See you all soon, and then we'll obviously carry on in January. Thank you so much.